Yoshi clips. They're frustrating. To make yourself feel better, you can just blame it on RNG, but is RNG really the root cause of being kicked out? Well, the answer is no, but it may as well be. While you can never have a 100% chance of clipping, you can manipulate this chance up to 75%, or as low as 0% if you're bad.
Literally not happening to me.
Let me show what I mean with this table. There are two values that are important when dealing with Yoshi clips. These are Yoshi's Y subpixel and the frame counter mod 4, which is just the remainder of the frame counter when divided by 4. This table shows you every combination of these two numbers, and whether or not the clip will work if you dismount Yoshi with these values on that frame. As you can see, if Yoshi's subpixel is 0 or 10, then there is no chance of clipping no matter what the frame counter is. If the subpixel is 20, 30, or 40, the frame count must be divisible by 4 evenly for the clip to work. Since the frame counter moves so quickly and there's no visual cue for the counter in the game, it's pretty much a crapshoot. On average, you'll hit the clip once in every 4 tries, giving you a hit percentage of about 25%. If the subpixel is 50 or 60, the hit percentage rises to 50% as another frame counter value will work. Luckily, if the subpixel is anything else, the hit percentage is 75%, the maximum possible. So you really just want Yoshi's subpixel to be anywhere between 70 and F0 when you are sitting inside the corner. Can you reliably control this? Well, actually, yes. Yoshi's subpixel starts off as 0 when you begin the level, and watch what happens to it when Mario dismounts Yoshi. It changes kind of randomly, but eventually it does stabilize at another value. It just so happens if you drop Yoshi and remount, his subpixel will change by 80, although for some reason the very first time you drop him in water it only changes by 50. Weird. Here are some other things that can change his subpixel. Running into enemies such as this Buzzy Beetle and letting Yoshi run away can alter his subpixel. Generally, this method is inconsistent because the resulting subpixel depends on the frame counter. Even if you did have a consistent way of hitting an enemy, the end result would be dependent on when you entered the level. When you drop Yoshi and he starts bouncing on the ground, the subpixel takes on a bunch of different values, which are pretty much random to a real-time player, so avoid this if you want to keep track of what the subpixel is. If you dismount Yoshi but remount him quickly enough by using the ceiling, the subpixel will stop oscillating and take on whatever value it had when you mounted Yoshi. This is also not very safe if you want to keep track of the subpixel, but if you mount as quickly as possible, the subpixel will not change at all. Doing this, however, will count as a water dismount, so dropping Yoshi again will result in a change of 80 instead of 50. Running into this fish is just like dismounting into the ceiling. It always changes the subpixel by some amount between 0 and 30. With this knowledge, I have come up with some easy, consistent strats for getting good subpixel values for both Vanilla Dome 2 clip and Forest of Illusion 2 clip. For Vanilla Dome 2, first eat this Buzzy Beetle and don't get hit by him. When you go into the water, do a quick dismount into the ceiling here. This will give you either a subpixel of 0 or 30. Then when you drop Yoshi, the subpixel will change by 80 since this is not the first dismount you've done in the water, giving you a subpixel of either 80 or B0. In Forest of Illusion 2, just run into this fish instead of eating him. This will either set your subpixel to 30 or keep it at 0. Whatever the case, the next water dismount will change those by 80, so the result will be either 80 or B0, both of which are 75% chances. I've also come up with a backup strat. If you catch yourself and remount Yoshi before he touches the ground, you can try the clip again. However, you should drop him and remount him one time to change the subpixel by 80 a first time, so that the second time when it changes by 80 it goes back to what the original value was. For example, here my subpixel was B0, but I dropped Yoshi way too late and had to catch him again. I'll drop Yoshi and remount to get subpixel 30 and then try again to attempt the clip with B0 again. Unfortunately, if you do clip into the corner and then get kicked out, the subpixel is effectively scrambled because the result is based off the frame counter again, and there's no way of finding out what subpixel you have without keeping track from the beginning. So you're forced to keep trying over and over. Hopefully that'll happen less often now that you know how to start out with a good value in the first place.